2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. MP out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And for the Kings, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
MP's shot is good.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Ellis dishes to LaVine. Releases from 15. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's DeRozan. Draymond Green with the rebound. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks. Outside for Curry. It's good from long range.
Curry doing it again. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. It's good. Curry's got 5 now.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
And here is Ellis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. They can't stop the run with that one. Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Curry's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Head always on a swivel. LaVine making things happen with his passing.
Curry passes to Miles. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Stolen by LaVine. Takes the 13-footer. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Bucket is good. 10 points for Stephen Curry.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's LaVine. He's coming off a 25-point game against Miami.
And, guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
That one goes. Count it. And it's 6 points for MP.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
DeRozan bounce pass. Here's Murray. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
For the Warriors.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Now here's Levine. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Here's DeRozan. The Warriors making the shot. Back to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. To halt the run. The Warriors pull it in. Moody's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. On the wing, MP. Back to Curry. Good, in the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Now to check out some of the numbers for Miles. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Now here's Sabonis. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals. To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Up top, Curry, guarded by Levine. He gets it in there.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 16 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Levine finds DeRozan. On the wing, Ellis. Sabonis. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry, that's good.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
The Kings trail by 20. Outside, Levine. Off target from outside.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
MP passes to Kuminga. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Ellis. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's MP. Outside, Kuminga. Back to MP. Pass to Kuminga. Green with the ball. Some nice passing by Golden State. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
MP against Ellis. Looking to end the run, and it's slammed in by Ellis.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And the shot goes in.
The assist, Zach Levine.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Out left to the wing. Moody with it. DeRozan's there. A nice shot by Moody.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Ellis. Great D that time from Green.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Assisted.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Levine. Murray outside. And he overshot that one, missing. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. That one goes in.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Kuminga's got 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the foul called on MP.
MP.
That's his first foul.
Personal
Different
foul.
look here for the Warriors.
Team foul. Substituting on the court.
Here's Monk. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. In the corner, it's Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while, and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
The Kings shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Look at the Kings. Wow, this is just game 2 of the NBA Cup. However, their backs are already against the wall.
Well, you drop that first game, you absolutely must win this second one to have a shot. They're counting on the home crowd to give them a boost. Let's see if they get it done.
And then the situation for Golden State. They won their first NBA Cup game. So tonight, they're aiming for a 2-0 record in this group.
And if you look at the teams that make the knockout rounds, they usually start 2-0. So tonight is big for them, but it won't be easy here on the road.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Monk. It's a hand on it. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point.
Substitute for the Warriors.
The Kings have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
DeRozan, 1 shot.
Free throw is off from DeRozan. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Moses Moody. Then it's MP. Then there's Brendan Pajemski. And Gay is in at the center position.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Miles,
MP.
that's good.
Assist
10 points for MP.
Moses
A
Moody.
great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Hawks lit up the floor. He ended up with 43 points, and to no one's surprise,
3
he was
points.
dialed in from deep. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
MP.
Sinks the triple.
4-3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a
Golden
standstill.
State ball.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
And for that game against the Timberwolves, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Inside, here's DeRozan. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Passes to Miles. And it's sent back by Sabonis. The Kings have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
Warriors.
And the foul called on MP.
MP.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Off the inbound. Stolen away.
If you could stay active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
To the middle. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. Count that one.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Kuminga's got 4 this quarter.
Really showing some strength on that bucket. Kuminga getting more used to finishing through that kind of contact.
Monk kicks to Ellis. And the foul called on MP.
MP.
That's his 3rd foul of the
Third
game.
personal foul.
And that's the tough
Third
part of
team.
trying to keep him on the
Substitution for
floor.
Warriors.
Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Domantas Sabonis.
Well, every team
First
needs
personal
rebounders. Check out the league's top rebounders. And 5th on the list is Sabonis.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Pass to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
The pass to Moody. Back to Miles. Golden State moving it around. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Outside DeRozan. Outside Sabonis. Kicks it to Ellis. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's good on the way in. And it's 8 points for Ellis.
If you leave someone open on a team with Sabonis having the ball, he's going to make you pay. That's great recognition.
To the inside. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got 10 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Moody the pass to Miles. He kicks it to Kuminga. Back to Miles. And Ellis with the block. Nice defense from Kuminga.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
From deep, Miles. Nailed from three-point land. Miles has got 11 points in the quarter.
MP plays with no fear. And what's incredible is he's really just scratching the surface of his ability.
Monk kicks to Murray. The tray. They get it back. Sabonis. And he gets it to go. Sabonis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Sabonis just cleaning the board, taking care of business. That's just too easy if you're the defense.
Outside for Miles. Another three for Golden State.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Monk, the pass to Murray. There's Sabonis. The shot that time, not on target. Nice defense from Kuminga.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Moody. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. Shot clock reset for Sacramento. And it's DeRozan missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Will it go? And yes, it's good. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Kuminga finds MP. Pass to Gay. Over to the left wing. Outside Kuminga. Miles. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 24 points for MP.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Ellis. Gay with the rebound. Golden State's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. It's deflected. Ellis surveying the D. And it's Ellis finishing it off.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk to the paint. MP, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Murray against Kuminga. Monk for three. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP, no
2
good.
minutes remaining in the first half.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Ellis goes in, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
1:03 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Curry, over Monk. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got 22 points.
How many times have you seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
Pass to Wiggins. Ripped away. Moody with it. Now defended by Levine. Launches a three. Another three for Golden State.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Outside Levine. They could use a bucket. Buries the jump shot. Levine's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Butler kicks to Kuminga. Here's Moody. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes it to Mamu Kalishvili. Now here's Levine. From deep. And he's good on the three ball. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Ellis against Curry. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from MP. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Good to see these kind of quick decisions from a young player. MP not wasting time on the J.
Bean passes to DeRozan. Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Sabonis. Draymond Green pulls it in. The Warriors shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
The feed to Curry. Green breaking loose. The shot by Curry, no good. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Outside DeRozan. Clock at 6. And stolen by MP. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Well, that started with quick hands from MP. Nice work from the young player.
And so here's Sacramento. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside, Levine. Offline with his three.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Levine against MP. Here's the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And they're running. Moody with it. Picked up by Ellis. Feeds it to MP. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Zach Levine.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos has checked in. And Miles drops them both.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Levine against Miles. Turnaround Jay. And that one hits back iron.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ellis with it. He's got 12. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the run. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Ellis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. DeRozan inside. Defended by Moody. DeRozan's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Moody the pass to Green. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 28.
Just another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sabonis against Green. Sabonis kicks to Levine, and he drives in, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. They get it back over MP, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
When you talk about the impressive resume of Zach LaVine, multiple All-Star appearances, multiple dunk contest victories, this is a very talented wing player.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the King.
Substituting on the court.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Right wing. Miller outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Trace Jackson-Davis. MP out there with Miller. And it's Flowers in at the 4. Jackson-Davis, he gets that one.
Trace Jackson.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now the pass to Murray. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Wembanyama. The Warriors pull it in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. MP against Wembanyama. Miles the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. They get a hand on it. Pass to LaRavia. Sabonis trying to get open. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got his first bucket of the night. Down low. Now Carter to the paint. Here's Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Here's Jackson-Davis.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Kings have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Carter looking around. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Back to Miles. And the layup's good off the glass. Miles has got 38 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
To the inside. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Second team foul.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And the Warriors also making a change. Gaze checked in. Wembanyama finds Carter. It's not going to go for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Golden State moving the ball around. Jackson-Davis. And Jones sends it back. Back to Miles. Over Wembanyama. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Miles has got 40 points.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Passes it to LaRavia. Rob. Here's Miles, and MP throws it down.
Big flush from MP, a young player looking to make the highlight reel.
Miller against Wembanyama. Here's LaRavia. Outside, Carter sinks the three-pointer. Carter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
It's Miles on the wing, defended by Carter. To the right side. Back to Miles. Clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And it's Miles missing. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's LaRavia, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Throws it up high.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Wembanyama with it. And the pass to Carter. Warriors with the rebound. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Miles against Carter. MP looking around. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Launches it. And the 3-ball is good. MP's got 45 points.
And that was way back there. MP showing off incredible shooting ability.
Carter, the pass to Jones. Here's LaRavia. The steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. From deep, Miles. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Valanciunas. No good on the triple. Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Inside. Outside for Miles. Here's Gay. And he jams it with authority.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Pass to LaRavia. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by MP. Here's Flowers, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Carter against Miles. Pass to Jones. They need this one. Gay with the rebound. Gay's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got 12 points now in the quarter. MP against Carter. Got a piece of it. And here is MP. Flowers the pass to MP. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Taken away. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gay. Back to MP. It's stolen by Carter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today. You know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
To the paint, here's Miller, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Some changes for Golden State. Butler, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And Curry subbed in for MP. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you